great rock hounding trip. Here's Emily, and she decided that she needs to go see some snow. Why now? I'm not sure. But, so I guess we're taking a little detour. Go find snow, small one. Okay. Off to your right. Your other right. There, I'll let her poke the old nasty. Oh, well, I didn't mean that, but whatever. She just wants to touch it. It's not like she's never seen snow before. I don't get this at all. She means I want to make, you know. All right, so happy kid. That's cool. What difference does it make? You know, a few minutes here, a few minutes there. We'll get where we're going eventually. This up. Oh. Oh, you're playing with fire. Well, I guess you're playing with snow. But you're gonna get burned. Don't go there. All right, get back on the road. Out here in the Nevada desert with the kid. I just drove over this guy, but he's still alive, I think. Yeah, that right there would be a rattlesnake. Young one, but a rattlesnake nonetheless. There's a nice family of people. Oh, now there we go. Yeah, cool. I'm probably about 8 feet away from him, so I'm not worried that he's going to be able to get me, but there's some nice people down there that I don't want to mess with, popping off rounds. It's a cool rattlesnake. I don't like him, though. Very cool. All right. Rattlesnake patrol. You stay over here on this side. To my right.
So cool. I've never, ever seen it.
That's about as close as, you know, you will stand over there in that dirt if you want, but that's as close as I want you to get.
Okay. Hey. Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh, I just had a thought.
Does it involve fire?
No.
Oh. Does it involve guns?
No.
Okay, what's your thought?
It does involve the rattlesnake.
What does it involve?
Well, if there's a rattlesnake here, even though it's a young one, like you said in the earlier video.
By the way, I take that back. I was looking at the rattle. I don't think it's that young. It's a few years old. But anyway, I'm sorry. So if you...
There might be a couple snake skins around. Like,
I don't know when they shed their skins. That's actually a good question. But once they shed them, it's just like dry skin, and it deteriorates pretty quick.
Oh,
so you're not
cool to find one though.
Yeah, if you could find one right after it came off, but yeah.
That is definitely an Ironback.
Now you know why that snake is sitting there on the road, right?
No.
Because it's warm. Right? If he was out there in all the brush. Yeah, if he was out there in the brush, or she was out there in the brush, she wouldn't get as much sunlight.
Why are you calling it a she?
I don't know. He, she, it, whatever.
Yeah, we're just gonna call it it for now.
Where we happened to stop is also full of these little nodules of obsidian, and they're actually not broken pieces. They're, as far as I know, they're ejected that way. They're called Apache tears, and these aren't the greatest samples because they're busted up a little bit. They're right on the road, so they get driven over quite a bit. But off to the side of the road, you'll probably find some nicer ones. And they're just little teardrop, raindrop-shaped bits of obsidian.
Dad, what the heck is this?
What treasure did you find? That right there
is it a truck cable?
Well, it's a hook for a tie-down strap. So this would hook onto like a ring or something in the pickup truck bed or a trailer. And you have a strap coming from here, and then it would probably have a hook on the other end, and in the middle there'd be like a ratcheting mechanism. That's all. But you know what? You don't want these things in the road because they get sucked up into your drive liner in a tire and they pop. So put that in there with the beer bottle that we found.
You picked up that beer bottle?
Yeah, I'm not going to leave it out there. It's garbage. It's a beautiful place here. I want to keep it nice. That's nice. That's very nice. Beautiful flowers out here too. I don't know what they're called, but little purple things.
Are these daisies?
like it with that darker center. I guess it's really, oh yeah, it's yellowish, darkish. I don't know. There's white ones too somewhere. I just saw that. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I found a big piece. Not a very big piece, but
Very pretty.
that sounds fun.
Very, very pretty. Very small too. I mean, there's tip of my finger. So.
Not those ones. These ones over here, Dad.
Oh, I don't know. I don't really know flowers that well. I know you're supposed to get girls' roses and that makes them happy and it keeps me out of trouble, but that's about all I know.
Dad. And look what I found. It's pretty big. It's a big piece over here.
That's a nice one. Very nice.
Yep.
See, that's why I told you that the itinerary, the travel plan is fluid. It can change based just on whatever you happen to bump into because life is constantly changing. So we were supposed to be at the petrified forest by now, but we're not. Oh well. Well, I think some trucks just took care of our snake problem. There was a bunch of folks that were down there that I didn't want to disturb. Well, if you look down there at Mr. Snake, he's looking kind of flat.
Ooh.
I saw at least one rig nail him, so I'm gonna walk over there and take another look-see.
Look, Dad.
That's a big piece of obsidian.
Yep.
Let's see that sucker. Well, I can't tumble anything quite that big because my tumbler's not big enough. I can only tumble smaller.
Oh, he's moving.
Oh wow, he's alive, huh?
Wow.
Alrighty then.
Rattlesnakes are pretty tough. So I was just walking along and I happened to look down and I saw this rock and it was in layers, and so I showed it to my dad and he's like, wow, it's really pretty. So we want to show you guys.
Yeah, it looks like a piece of agate.
Really?
Yeah. If you flip it over kind of like that, see that's kind of glassy looking right there. And then if you look at it on this side right here, that almost looks like it's just quartz right there.
Wow.
With some different inclusions. So yeah, that would cut nice, or it might, you know, if you broke it up and tumbled it, it might be nice. So yeah, very good find.
Yay.
Here, let me put that in the bucket for you. Next to our recovered beer bottle that I hope doesn't break. All right, so should we put those samples away and then get out of here? Okay, say that again. Where are we?
George W. Lund Petrified Forest, and it looks pretty cool.
So there's the sign, which is nice.
Which I obviously did not.
And there's what's left of the biggest pieces of tree. Most everything here now is stumps. Back in the 60s, George Lund is the one that petitioned the state and the feds and whatnot to protect this area. It was going to be turned into a uranium mine. And the process, yeah, uranium. And so BLM put this piece of cyclone fence up to protect the what's left of this petrified tree, which is really kind of cool. Yeah, oh yeah, dude.
I noticed that. I only thought the
big log. And then I don't know if they put this back together or if it was actually just sitting here like this the whole time or what, but you can see, I mean, you can see the wood grain. And you can see right there where it looks like the wood rotted, but it's all been replaced, it's all been mineralized, so it's pretty cool. And they've got this little gate thing over here to keep cattle and such out. And probably to keep vehicles out too, so you can't back in there and get big chunks of the stuff. And there's actually another stump right there. That's a stump of a petrified tree.
That's pretty cool. Ooh, take my picture of me sitting on it.
Let's see if I can get you in here because I'm filming a movie. It's kind of hard to take a picture, but here. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Very nice. And then there's all sorts of other stumps. In fact, there's one right over here. Actually, that doesn't look like a stump. That actually looks like a log that was fallen over and partly buried. And George Lund Memorial Petrified Forest. Last time I was here was probably about, I don't know, 12 or 15 years ago. So I'll get that for you. And it was erected by friends of George W. Lund. It's so nice that George had friends that would erect him something. So we're gonna...
Wait, what does that even mean?
Erect? It means in this case that they put something up.
Ooh, okay. I gotta put my camera back in the car.
Why? Did you want to bring it up with you?
It's dead, I think.
Oh, you need to charge it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. So this is how they keep cattle and trucks and stuff out, is they have this little narrow maze. And if you mess up, you cut yourself on barbed wire. Not fun.
Yeah, fun at all. Oh, there's like a little way over here.
Yeah, it's split in half, and I don't remember which half the good stuff's in, but kind of looking at it from here, I would think that, well, I'm not sure. Well, let's just walk up here and take a look around. You can see there's a little trail right here that kind of goes up. So we'll see where that leads. Keep our eyes open for more snakes. And so you can see that this was the result of a volcanic event. This
That's pretty cool.
pumice, lava rock, all the holes right there where the gases escaped before the rock solidified.
Cool.
So yeah, you can definitely see that this was a
nice piece of obsidian, Dad.
Yeah, I mean, you'll find pretty much everything, well, not everything, but a lot of stuff associated with volcanic eruption in this area. Whoops, including my finger that was in the lens.
Oops.
Sorry about that. So let's see.
Guys.
Boy, it has been too long, but if memory serves, I think you go up just a little ways to where this fence turns. And then I think beyond that and to the left slightly. Actually, this isn't a trail, this is a 2-track. People have been driving up here. Or maybe it's cattle walking next to each other. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're out here. You can see the old lava flows there off in the distance. And this petrified forest was formed how many years ago, Emily?
15 million.
Yep, about 15 million years ago, this one. Yeah, you don't want to wade too deep into this brush because it gets kind of impassable. It's easier if you just follow the little trails and paths that are established. Oh, look, there's some really purpley flowers right there.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. I see him.
Very nice. Wow, cool. What's all this stuff here? That's kind of a cool looking little piece of something right there. That's really dense though. That's petrified wood. The coloring is really cool though. I like that gray and black. Just not sure. It's got like, I don't know, it's got like kind of a glassy fracture to it. Whoa, what was that?
The heck?
Where'd that come from?
Up there.
Huh.
Should we go check it out or stay down here just to be safe?
Yeah.
Choices, moments.
Safe is a relative term when you're out in the desert, kid. Kind of got to make your own calls about stuff like that. I didn't quite catch the whole sound, so I don't know if it was a gunshot.
It was like this deep boom.
That could have been thunder.
Ooh.
I'm not too worried about it yet.
But like, the clouds aren't really that dark. Do you think this could have been thunder?
Well, it could have been. I'm not saying that it was. It could have been a vehicle way up the road going over a cattle guard too. Sometimes it'll make a lot of racket. Not a big deal. Just may as well just keep kind of roaming around here. All right, I'm going to shut this off till we start to find stuff. All right, so looking a little more closely, this stuff right here is rhyolite. It's an extrusive volcanic rock. That means it forms from volcanic magma that comes out of the volcano, as opposed to granite, which is an intrusive volcanic rock, which means it stays underground until the volcano dies and then the ground above weathers away and exposes the granite. Like the Sierra Nevadas, they're a giant granite batholith, basically.
It also takes a very long time.
Thank you, Professor. So that's what that is. We found, whoops, found a really big chunk laying on the ground there now, but found that. Not as glassy as I thought it would be, but it's still really pretty. I mean, you can see that there's lots of silica in there. So, and you can see the tree rings. So it's pretty cool.
What I found. Nice piece.
Yeah, there's more nice stuff.
Yeah.
And it comes in all different colors. I mean, you can tell from the stump that, you know, you've got your whites and your grays and your kind of oranges and
One kind of looks like a bottle, sort of. I guess.
Yeah, kind of.
Eh.
I mean, this stuff over here that's sideways looks to be pretty much about the same thing in terms of composition. I mean, this is...
Kind of looks like the prow of a boat, and it's home to lots of ants.
Yeah, there's lots of big old ants, too.
Ah.
Don't smash the ants.
Okay, fine.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Going up here.
All right, be careful. Don't get eaten by the chupacabra.
Uh-huh.
She says ha-ha, but now she's looking for the chupacabra.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna throw a piece of grass at you.
That's not really gonna do much. Oh dear, actually that thing flew further than I thought it would. That's impressive. All right. Oh yeah. Let's see, what are those? I don't know, I think those are lupins, but I'm not sure. It just,
You know what this
I don't remember
clearing
if
reminds me
the
of?
leaves are right for lupins. So we're driving along and just heading to the next spot, and we saw this beautiful wild horse. So I'm pretty sure it's a wild horse. I've never been able to get that close to one. Granted, we're in the truck and it's over there, but there's no...
It's being so still too.
Yeah, there's no ranchers or anything around, so it's not like one of them lost a horse or set a horse loose or anything, but... oh, wow. Oh.
What?
And then I'm pretty sure there's either a cattle up there or a whole herd of them.
Ooh, wow.
Right there. And this is right by where those people were shooting. It wasn't thunder, it was actually people shooting in the next valley over, which I don't care about, but I hope they're not shooting horses, because that would be really, really lame. So.
That wouldn't be very fun. Oh, that is a beautiful wild horse. Really pretty. I've never ever seen a wild horse before.
Well, I think you're about to see a whole bunch more up here. I don't think those are cattle. Yeah, those are all wild horses over there. And you can see they're already a little bit spooked, which is fine. They should be. They know that they're food for predators.
Yeah, I don't think you see us.
Oh, they know. They may. I'm sure they see us, hear us, smell us, feel us.
Probably.
And they're,
Maybe not.
oops, they're hanging out because there's a nice little wet area there, pond. Wow.
They're so baby horse. They're so cute.
Yeah. There's the foal. I think they're called foals in North Dakota.
Yes, they are. Oh my god, that is so cute.
Here just comes the whole herd of them.
Oh my god.
They are pretty spectacular creatures. The second to last one's kind of got neat coloring.
Yeah.
Just,
So pretty.
and so BLM comes out here every now and then and rounds them up. They actually capture them. Yep, and they put them into pens, and they will sell them to you, and you can train your very own wild horse, because they can be domesticated and trained. But
Oh, here comes another brown horse.
yeah, so that's a big family group right there. I don't want to mess with them. I want to let them just kind of go on about their business.
That is so cool.
Wow. Get some stills on this.
I gotta zoom in. Like, this thing takes everything at a really far distance. You can barely see anything.
So it gets a wide angle. But see, what's interesting is you can tell from the coloring of a lot of those horses that somewhere there's a common ancestor in there.
Yeah.
And whether that common ancestor is still running herd or not, I don't know, but
They're beauty.
yeah, I like that one right there. It's walking away now, but it's got really beautiful, like, white and kind of tan brown.
Oh,
Look
I
at that
see
one's
it.
rolling around in the dirt.
Oh, I see. That's hilarious.
It's probably how they get the bugs and stuff off of them.
Yeah, I never knew that horses do that.
Neither did I.
It's really cool.
Now see, one of them is the leader, but I don't know which one's the...
Probably probably the strongest male or something.
Yeah, I just don't know which one that is.
Probably that totally tannish one.
With the black mane and the black tail that's kind of in the middle of the road?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it might be, because he's kind of...
He's like looking at us like, don't you dare come closer. Don't you dare.
Could be.
I gotta shut off the camcorder.
Yeah, I'm going to shut this off too. We got to make some distance and gotta get around these horses now. All right. All right, so here we are. This place, this general area is called the castle, the rhyolite castle. This rock right here is all rhyolite, volcanic rock. And it actually starts, the feature starts way down there, and it comes all the way up here, and there's this old miner's shack, or cabin, or maybe it was a rancher's shack, I don't know. But years and years and years ago, 18 years ago, almost to the day actually, like 18 years and a month ago, a friend of mine and I came up here on a rock hounding trip, and the very first night, we were wiped out and tired, and we just needed somewhere to camp. And we just kind of stumbled upon this spot.
Plenty of garbage.
And so this is what's here. This is a little old shack.
Pringles thing.
It's still standing.
Pringles on a camping trip.
And it's pretty much in
What is
worse.
that green stuff?
Well, it's actually about in the same shape as it was before. Now that stove over there, you be careful. Be careful of nails and rat droppings.
Yeah, I'm being wary of that green stuff over there.
That's baby cow poop.
Ew.
So anyway, that stove right there, we actually used 18 years ago. The stove pipes were still intact and went up to the roof, but they've long since come down or been taken down. Yeah. And the little bench right there is still the same too. Our table, and then the little box, which is for whatever. And yeah, I mean, really not much has changed. I think the
little shelf over there.
Yeah.
Not.
The mesh there is a little more damaged. The roof here is certainly more damaged. It was not sagging like that. Oh, what else?
Even I have to duck.
Yeah, come on out of there. I mean, overall, I'm actually surprised it's still standing and it's still here. I don't know how old it is, but you know, it's all round nails, so it's not that old.
Yeah, you know what this is?
That is a piece of roof flashing.
And there's nails sticking upwards. So
Yeah,
be
well, because see,
careful.
there's another piece of it, or more pieces of it right here. Although that looks like they just used like flattened cans of some sort, maybe, to do that.
Yeah, I see the same rusty material over here.
Well, that's just like someone's dinner can. That's a modern can. It's a very modern can. Yeah, there's plenty of trash, modern trash, whatnot. It's kind of a shame.
Another beer bottle.
When we came here, it was a lot. It was, you know, it was in better shape anyway. Not in nice shape, but better shape. We used this fire pit. This fire pit's been here for who knows how long.
Million years.
Little cave up there. Coyotes might be living in that cave.
Dun dun dun. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
Only I'm small enough to venture in.
Well, before you venture in there, you gotta remember rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
They are coming out now. We've already seen one, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, someone was out here shooting clays.
Ooh, I love stomping on the clays.
So, I don't remember this. Maybe I do. Maybe I should, but I don't remember it. But, whatever, it's been pretty much filled in. It looks like there might be pack rats living in there or something, or maybe the cows come up there and get out of the sun or the wind. There's a cow path right here. Be careful where you put your hands, especially little cracks like that. You know, like right here.
Yeah.
You don't know who's living in there. It could be scorpions, it could be snakes. You know, check,
Okay.
look, or just don't do it. Just
It's not something that
what you are smelling is grease brush. Oh, bunny rabbit.
See
See his little tail sticking out?
Stew for dinner.
See his little tail sticking out right there? He thinks, they can't see me. I'm holding still. Little rabbit.
You dumb rabbit.
If I was hungry enough, I'd shoot them for stew, but I'm not that hungry, and
I am hungry though.
well, we have plenty of dinner with us, so don't you worry.
I'm not.
It looks like someone was excavating something over here at one point in time.
I'm going up this hill more.
All right, don't go over the other side, huh? Just stay right, keep an eye on you.
Limestone or something?
Huh?
Is this limestone or roller piece?
I don't know. Take a look.
Wow.
I'm not sure.
Dad, you've got to come up here.
Not a lot of silica in this. That looks like limonite right there. Someone might have been prospecting for gold here. It feels, no, it doesn't. Might be limestone. It's decomposing kind of like limestone.
There's like some greenish stuff over here.
Yeah, this looks like limestone.
There's that. Look at all this. Look at the view, Dad.
Yep, gorgeous out here.
Look over there.
There's no one around for miles. I love it.
Look.
Yeah.
Amazing. Just amazing.
I'm really glad I brought her. I think with all the time that I spend out here, I start taking this scenery for granted, so it's kind of nice to be with someone who's new to it, or to whom it's new.
Wow.
Yeah. Beautiful. No one out here but us and the cows.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. Wow.
See, answered that. How nice.
All right, let's go make camp. We're starting to lose daylight.
Yeah.
There's the truck. There's the shack.
Yep.
Camp should be down yonder.